Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I was outside and the Wi-Fi was not very good, so I'm trying this again. If you're just logging on, go ahead and share this out. Drop your name if you're gonna want a card. I see it's working a lot better. Facebook is censoring my channel, so you're gonna have to share it for me. I can share to a few limited of our networks. That's about it. Let's see. So go ahead and share this out. Drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm trying to share it. I've been banned consecutively for about 3 months now. So I'm having issues sharing my content. It's affecting my views. So make sure you guys share this. I do give away activation off of every video. We like to give away video shares. Share this out. Drop your name for a card. I was just starting to say before I got cut off because of the Wi-Fi on my last feed that you guys know I'm always telling you that I go through any Ascension upgrades about a week early so that I am okay and cleared to be healing. So when I'm already going through the upgrade you guys are going to be feeling for the new moon that's in Gemini next week. I believe it's next Wednesday. I'm not sure the date, but I'm starting to already feel these energies about a week early because I'm very energy sensitive and I always have to be around to be healing during the space storms. Okay, let me find the video. Good morning. I'm broadcasting one of the first live feeds, the actual live feeds I've done from the UK. So it's kind of exciting to me. Amazing. Go ahead and make sure you guys are commenting. I was doing like a feed yesterday in one of my groups. Thank you. I was doing a feed yesterday in one of my groups and I had 300 comments for cards and I could only see like 4 of them. So some people are getting upset with me like I'm not seeing them on here. Understand Facebook is really censoring us. So make sure you guys are sharing this out. Go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. Caesar. I'm gonna go do some cards and then I'll do like a little energy update and let you guys know what you're expecting or what energies are coming. We are kind of gonna have a new moon in Gemini. This is about communication. You guys should be able to speak more freely with this energy. And we have to understand that words are communication and our words are very powerful. Our intent is powerful. And it's very important that we're in alignment at all times with our higher selves and our own truths. So we're going to be working on our throat chakra this week. It's like the chakra of the week. Caesar. My energy can be extremely magnetic because I've done a lot of energetic work on myself. And what will make someone have that gravitational pull or be like sort of magnetic is an open heart chakra. It's really easy. I'm always telling you guys that you're only going to achieve true liberation through the heart chakra ever. So just be aware that when you open and expand your heart chakra, it's going to change your entire energy field. Most of the people in this density are stuck on the first lower 3 chakras. That's how humanity is kind of expected to stay. And a lot of us are gravitating up to the upper chakras, and it's really reflecting in our energy fields. It's pretty amazing. Work on your heart chakra. It's an amazing synchronicity for me. I actually was drawn to the United Kingdom right now because of the ley lines and the position of the heart chakra with Gaia. So I was sort of led here and drawn to work with these energies. I work with all types of energies, but I'm loving this heart chakra energy, and I keep telling you guys that there's a very rare event right now where the third eye chakra is in these regions too. So it's pretty amazing energy I'm kind of channeling. Annalisa. Material and spiritual prosperity. I'm trying to teach people that if you work on your energy, everything else will just kind of come to you. So in my own life, I just work on my energy all the time. And I'm very clear with what type of things I want, and they just kind of come find me. So it gives me a lot less to work for. A lot of people are running around in that prison planet paradigm, working way too hard for these simple little things, and that's not really how it works. We're overexerting a lot of energy. So the best advice I can give to you if you're really trying to, manifest true abundance is to take a step back from the material and work on yourself energetically. I'm seeing so many of even my students where I keep saying the same things. I'm bringing you the same messages over and over. I'm telling you to take a step back from the physical, from the material right now, because it's going to fade away in a minute. Just trust me on that. Work on your energy. It's the key to all of this. So I see my students, like I'm seeing posts this morning where they're going out and the things they're spending money on. Sorry. I'm just like scrolling down my feed like, why are you not thinking, why are you not doing more energy work? Why are you not spending that on yourself? Now is the time for you to invest in yourself. Have you not noticed a trend where events, people, places where you live tends to fall away at times if it's not in alignment with you? Well, none of this is in alignment with any of us. This paradigm is no longer in alignment with humanity. So it's going to go. We know that's how the universe works. If things are not serving us, they are removed. So people are putting too much time and energy into these systems. Take a step back. Focus on your energy. Grazia, I know I'm dying to get to your name. You know that I already saw you. Some people, and look how I light up. I don't know if people understand the individual capability that you have to manifest and create change here on a deep level. But anytime I see Grazia, I'm just gonna like light up. I get so excited that I caught you at this time of day because it's like a really weird time of day for you and me, I know. So it's amazing that we're connecting. Amazing to see you. She has the capability to, in 1 minute, transform my world. I can't begin to tell you when I was at ground zero. And I like to put the hard times out there because everyone sugarcoats ascension. They like to ignore how hard it is and the negative. So I love to put, especially every experience out there. So I had some very hard times in California at the Ground Zero Hotel. And I can't even begin to tell you how Grazia, just in her being there and connecting with me, and saying it was going to be okay and not to quit, how life-changing and inspiring that was for me to have that around me. So I don't know if you guys realize the importance of your everyday little interactions that you're having. Some people are saying, they're not on their mission, whatever it is. Sometimes the littlest interactions that you're having out in the matrix or with your friends are having monumental effects that you might not even be aware of. Grazia, it is our week to recharge. We know this. I wasn't even really feeling like doing a video because it's my week off. I basically come back for the space storms. Like I work a week, I take a week off. I work a week, take a week off. I'm really in tune with the energies. So this is our week to recharge. We're going to have this new moon next Wednesday. So about Monday, we're going to have a storm energy hitting the planet. We'll have a lot of galactic energies flying around. And the thing is, these energies can be intense for our bodies. A lot of people aren't in tune with them. They don't even understand there's changes going on. And how I navigate through these storms, and I do it very adeptly, is my body just naturally rests up during the off week energies. So this week, people should be meditating, spending more time resting, eating more high vibe food, drinking more water, and getting ready for these storm energies. The people that are freaking out the same cycles every time like clockwork are not grounded. That's the key. Work on staying more grounded. I just came from that Cali training program and I was sent there to achieve a grounding vibe. My road trip across the country was very ungrounding, to say the least. So while I was in California, I was to set my vibrational frequency according to the root chakra pretty much into a grounding vibe. As an earth element, I've pretty much achieved that grounding vibe most of the time. That's how I can navigate those storms. So while everyone is really ungrounded and freaking out, I tend to be that anchor. Amazing. Share this video out. I'm going to go ahead and do my little ad right here. I'm doing cards, obviously. It's very hard for me to tune in with so much energy. Like I'm usually averaging like 5,000 a feed when I'm able to share. So it's an intense energy. I draw the healers and the light workers, to say the least. So it's a very intense energy on this feed. If you guys are interested in getting an Akashic reading, I do past lives, future probabilities, and it's a lot different than just pulling cards on this feed. You guys should set one up to support our mission, or we do activations, attunements. I teach all types of energy healing classes like Reiki, Blue Star Healing, Syrian healing, shamanic healing, all types. Check out our classes. set up a reading. It would really help support our healing mission. Let's see, Marco Antonio. Disruption. What's been cutting you off from the flow? Sometimes I feel like I'm cut off from the flow, like last week, okay? Like, it felt like I could feel these timelines crumbling around me. Like, I could feel them disintegrating around me, and I couldn't wait to step off of them just because of my own, spiritual abilities. I could just tell. And while everything is crumbling around me, I'm seeing the most insane synchronicities. Like, every second I look at my phone, I'm seeing 144, 111, things to let you know you're on the right path. There are synchronicities and signs that are leading you. So sometimes things are meant to crumble. We're stripping away illusion or the veils of ego. So in doing that, we're going to have to crumble everything in our lives. I can't tell you how fast I leveled up in letting go and walking away from everything. Like, it just helped me attain such high levels of consciousness so fast through this path. And I'm really grateful for it, but I couldn't have done that without letting go. We create suffering out of causing resistance. We really had to learn how to go with the flow more. And to me, this flow is an energetic flow that's been leading you your whole life through that intuitive kind of feeling. Jessica M. I can't say your last name. Mama. Amazing. Yes, please share this out, not just once to your page. Share it to all of your networks. I am sending out powerful activations through this video. I am trying to activate you on a cellular level through my words and through my energy because I have activated myself. So make sure you guys are sharing this out excessively. My brother gets really mad that I keep sharing it to his sound groups on accident. And in all fairness, I think those people need to wake up too. I don't know if everyone realizes that pretty much everyone incarnate here is usually a starseed or something spectacular just because of the time that we're living in. Jessica, you're working on your heart chakra as well. And you're lighting up my entire scan when I read you as well. You may want to do like a chakra opening at some point because any blocked chakras are going to create energetic blocks and they're going to reflect in our lives. I am someone who had a lot of heart chakra healing to do, so I'm really adept in it. I'm mainly specialized in past life healing as well. It's something I do. So understand that a lot of times we can't even conceptualize these things. We brought them with us from many past lives, many experiences, many things that we came here with. There was a disconnect for me. After I had healed myself completely in this life, there was sort of this disconnect because then I had to venture into my past. And it wasn't something I was very experienced with at that time. And there was very much a disconnect from the person I identify with as now and these lives and experiences that I was viewing. Just because of the nature of this reality and the magic being used on us here that has basically stolen our memories. So keep working on your heart chakra. Susan Armanti. It's very important that we understand there's a lot of energetic manipulation going on in these realms. It's just really important to understand. I'm looking at who's on here. So make sure you're not sacrificing your energy. I'm very sensitive energetically, a little too sensitive. I can be very intense to be around at times. I had my friend who's a shaman in California explain to me that the way that they see me is that every time I am thinking something, it literally will change our vibration in a crazy way. So whatever we're thinking about will actually change our energy field and our vibrations. And if you know me, I'm always thinking in rapid going through like all these thoughts. So it really can change our vibrational frequency. I don't think people understand the energetic effects and how we are sustaining the paradigms completely that we live in. It's time that we let go. It's time that you do an inventory of the people that are making you feel energized or drained and cut ties with the people that are draining to you because your energy is very important. If you don't have that life force energy, you will rapid age and die. So it's really important that we're safeguarding our energy. It's our life force. Lisa Walker. Okay, I did this feed on purpose this time of day. I do have like Razi on here, but I had to go live because I'm trying to hit a UK audience, okay? Otherwise, I wouldn't have even done it. Right now, I'm near Portsmouth. Lisa. I know, I have no idea. I'm trying to reach out to our soul group that is in the United Kingdom while I am here though. So yes, I'm here, I made it. I am decompressing, as Amelia calls it. Recognition and reward. You're doing an amazing job. Like, just the fact that you're even finding my video tells me something about you. Like, a lot about you. Because like I said, Facebook is censoring our content. And even though we think that we're sharing these videos out everywhere, they're actually pretty much in the spiritual networks. They're not going out into certain areas. So just the fact that you're on here and finding this video tells me you're doing an amazing job. And it's time to kind of be in the now and take a step back from all this work we're doing. Enjoy the now. Juanita Webb. Mental conflict. Well, since our thoughts create our reality, it's really important that we get a grip on our mind. And I'd like to think that when I left, I had mastery over my mind. But I couldn't begin to tell you, after I left for California, the amount of fear that I pretty much purged out, that I was not even consciously aware that I was holding on to still. I thought I had healed completely. So sometimes we think we've healed and we have more healing to do. Be aware that your thoughts are manifesting into the reality. I can be the worst to myself with my thoughts. I tend to create situations I don't like by overthinking every angle of every situation. It's time that you get a grip on your mind. Meditation will clear your mind in crazy ways. I can always tell when I haven't meditated for a few days. You guys should be meditating for at least 20 minutes a day. I have all of my students required a 20-minute meditation a day. There are many ways to meditate as well. You don't have to just be sitting there or whatever it is. For me, when I make grids, it's very meditative. I put on music. I play with the crystals. Some people exercise. You know, that's a form of meditation. Anything that puts you in the now. Lynette, good morning. You're an energy worker. I'm not just drawing anyone to my feeds. Usually people don't find them unless they are the healers. I work very hard with the vibrations I'm putting out through these feeds. And I'm only trying to draw the healers to me in some capacity. It is my main interest, clearly. You work with light balls, which are very, very powerful. I could tell you some crazy stories about some light ball experiences I've had on my own, so I don't personally work with them. But they're very, very powerful. You can use them to send healing to people and all different things. Just know that you're a powerful healer. And a lot of my students come to me to be trained or attuned in healing. So that's what I do. And not realizing that. We think that we have to go learn this stuff and that we have to go seek this knowledge and gain it, not understanding exactly who we were when we came here and how past all of this we are. While I can go ahead and attune you and put you on the right galactic frequencies, I am not able to really teach you anything you do not already know. I can, however, remind you of these things. Try to only comment once, because I get really I'm really kind of more like, I like to stay in my own little world, so I kind of get distracted and forget if I've done you. Kayla brought in. You have enough light, like I was just saying, to light up an entire universe in ways you can't even comprehend just on your frequency. How it's going to work is if there's two people in a room and one person's at this vibe and one person's down here at a low vibe, we can either bring them up to our level or bring us down. The problem with living with people or residing with people not in your frequency range, you'll always go down to theirs. It's easier to have a negative, stable vibe. So it might work temporarily, they'll go up to yours. You're always going to go down to their level. So at the moment, I can temporarily bring any of you guys up to my vibrational frequency, only because mine is more stable. I have made sure my vibe is stable. Hopefully you guys are coming up to my vibe. Now be aware that doesn't always work. You're always going to usually go down after a while to the other person's vibe. Alyssa, good. I fell asleep last night, so I didn't attune you. We can go ahead and connect later. It will be tonight, same time for me. I love your graphics. I'm going to be needing a lot more. They look amazing, especially the Vaxxed ones. I'm going to be doing another Vax interview with Joshua Coleman, I'm assuming next week. I just got here, so I didn't pin down a time yet, but trust me, it's on my next list of things to do. And I have a few UK projects planned here I'm working on. You guys know that I'm doing a New World Order Freedom Fighter project here as well in the UK, and it's pretty exciting. So I love your ads. I'm going to be needing a lot more of them. We can for sure trade for healing services. This is you get a free wish card. I keep on telling you guys to write this stuff down. Like, I'm going to manifest a pen and paper. I don't know if my notepad is effective. And my next objective, maybe this weekend, is to write a new objective list. I'm kind of like thinking about it now, figuring out what I'm going to do. But those objective lists are powerful for your guides. We have so many thoughts. And while they might be aware that you're putting out thoughts for what you want, it's a lot better if you write it down and are very clear about it. You get a free wish card today. You're doing amazing energetically. You should be really proud of yourself. Flaws known and included. Proud of yourself. I think when I say that, people are like, do they understand I have these flaws? Yes, I do. You should be very proud of yourself. Let's see, Angie Bruce. Wisdom. You're here for a wisdom. I always tell you guys there's nothing I can put into English. Those are not my original languages, so it's very even hard for me to put anything into words. There's nothing that you can watch on a YouTube video or read online that is going to give you any type of wisdom. We're seeking an energetic knowing, and you're going to get that through activating and repairing your DNA. Jamie McDonald, oh my God, I haven't seen you forever because I'm on Facebook ban for what, 3 months now? I just went to my page to see when I can post 15-day countdown, but I was unbanned for like 2 hours before I went back on block, so I'm not holding my breath this time. It's amazing to connect. I've been missing everyone on my ban. Choose wisely. Don't make any huge decisions right now. That's how I am. Like, I don't even like to make decisions anymore, and when I do, I have to make very, very conscious decisions because I realize how my actions can impact an entire group now because of my work I'm doing. So I try to make my decisions very consciously. Don't make any big decisions right now. I told you guys at the beginning of the year that most of you guys are taking on too many projects and that this is a planetary ascension and the energies are about to get very intense this year if they have not already for you. And people are taking on too many projects. You have to understand that our bodies are changing from the cellular level, from the inside out. And it's very important that you have more time to rest and relax. Oh, Jason. Hi, Jason Barron. That's the same because I was just talking about Thailand too. Like, I was just talking about it. All right. I think I'm getting banned because of the things I've started to say. I'll say started to say. The second I started to open my mouth with the new knowledge that I was given in California, I had to go receive a lot of downloads from Shasta, and I started to teach this knowledge I was given to teach. And the second I did, my feed has been shut down consecutively. I am one of the ones who helped build most of the spiritual communities on Facebook. Like, I either am an admin or have admin to these groups, but I helped build most of them. I'm a builder. That's what I do. And I see myself as part of the problem now. I see these movements, these groups, and the information being passed on and the things that were taught to people as part of the problem. And we just kind of wake up and go to Google and start to watch videos. And then we start to absorb this knowledge around us. And that's the problem. And I'm trying to learn how to bypass that now. So I used to teach that you have to kill your ego, right? No, we need to understand the complexities of humanity and understand exactly why we would have had these negative experiences either this life or in the past lives and how they shape us into who we are now. This is about an integration into self. So a lot of times people will have had like a bad experience in their lives. People have been through some shit at this point. Humanity really needs to heal. Like, let's stop and think about it. Not just me. Everyone has been through some shit. And there are, I'm sure, some memories that we would like to forget, right? Well, that's the worst thing you can do. It will create a soul split. You lose pieces of your soul And in order to heal and recover those pieces of your soul, they teach you in shamanic healing or my shamanic healing classes that instead of ignoring these experiences, you should be sending love to them and healing them. So we tend to want to put things out of sight, you know, that awful childhood memory from the 3rd grade, whatever it is, whatever you're trying to forget is going to create a soul split. And we need to really merge and recover these aspects now. Your feed is frozen. You could always try to reset your phone. It looks pretty clear on my end. Like, go ahead and maybe close it out and come back. I'm not sure. I don't listen to the shit like that anymore, though, because everyone's like, I can't hear you, I can't see it. And then I just close down my whole feed and I go to watch it, and it was, like, perfect. Erin Elizabeth, amazing. I was trying to hit it the right time of day. You're working on your solar plexus. I don't know, I'm really into crystals because they have a set vibrational frequency. I don't use them to heal, but I like to play with them. Go ahead and play with some yellow crystals. I like to you can put them in salt baths. You can take them outside, whatever it is. Make sure you guys are using selenite or quartz near your bed too. It's a really good dream hack. We have a lot of things going on in the dream realms and the astral in regards of manipulation regarding our memories. So a little hack you guys can do is put some selenite or quartz near your bed, and it will help recover your memories from the dream realms. But work on your solar plexus. She's getting blocked every day on Facebook too, as are all of our moderators. They're all being targeted. And no one really cared when it was just me being banned. But now it's nice to see people are starting to care now that it's affecting them. Because when I was putting like lists up, no one really cared. Mamara. Prosperity begins. As you're doing this energetic work, everything in your reality should change. I did so much inner work to be able to leave on this adventure I'm on. Because if you know me, I'm not the type to be traveling around or leaving on a whim. I'm the complete opposite. I'm into stability. Like, I'm not into going with the flow. I'm into creating my own realities and whatever it is. So if you want real prosperity, you're going to get that through doing inner work. Like, I don't like how people will use these mirror analogies in a wrong way. An actual mirror analogy that's correct is if you're seeing chaos in your everyday life, like people having a bad day, I tell them to go meditate. Like, why don't you just stop and meditate? And that would be a good reflection of what's going on. It wasn't intended that if, I'm going to use Brittany because I love her. If Brittany Duncan comes to me this morning and says, she says, like, tries to project on me, like, telling me, okay, let me think of a really good example. So Brittany comes at me, she's having a bad day and projects something on me. That has nothing to do with me. I think people are using these mirror analogies really messed up though, where they're not understanding them, and then they're using them to just pretty much deflect anything onto someone else, which is totally crazy. So understand it's more like a internal reflection. Brittany, the universe is a big place, and she's doing the right thing. She's trained in Reiki, she did her attunements, and she's learned how to become her own galactic channel, which is really, really powerful. She's one of the few people that started her mission a few years ago with me, and it's been pretty amazing. Z Carabello, you're new watching me, amazing. Check out my website. There's a search bar at the top, and there's articles on anything that you can imagine, but all very accurate. There's a war on misinformation out there. Lisa, you should be celebrating that you came to me and you found my feed. It's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and keep repeating the same thing that I keep telling you guys because she's new. I'll go ahead and give her the same message. I hold contracts with any of you that are watching my feeds. I don't know if you understand the natures of reality, but we contracted for every experience, even me and Brittany meeting this morning and chatting. That was a contracted experience, no matter how mundane it may seem. No matter how mundane your trip to the grocery store may seem, you contracted for that experience. So I hold contracts with all of you guys. I feel that you're all healers, starseeds, shamans, readers, special people. We are trying to elicit a change, a response. So I am on several councils and working with several councils, and one of the moves that I'm going to make on my own mission is to start to pull those contracts for anyone who is not on their mission. And we're going to do this for no other reason but to put you on your missions. Maybe you guys need a little motivation, a little push, whatever it is. I don't know why you're not on your missions, or maybe you're not feeling exactly as awake as some others, I'm not sure. But I'm going to use any contracts that have my name on them to elicit a change that you would not believe. So all of a sudden, like so many of the star seeds are feeling led to me, are reaching out to me, because if you're not on your mission, I'm going to use those contracts to say you guys can either come assist with my mission, or you can get on your mission or be put in non-compliance. So a lot of you guys are actually going to be council meeting with me, and I have a lot of say in any contracts that I drew up before coming to this planet that have my name on them. I'm very adept in navigating these soul contracts, negotiating them. I smash through 1 million of them a week. So I'm going to be using these soul contracts to reach out to you on deeper levels. Lori Ann. Movement, choices, and decisions. We have infinite decisions, but I'm thinking of like 1 or 2 for my situation right now at all times. Like, is it going to work, or is it going to be bad, or whatever it is. So we have infinite probabilities, infinite choices, whatever it is. We need to learn to get more creative with what we're thinking about so that we can actually open up these probabilities. We're into duality. Yes or no, black or white, right? I can't think of good or bad. And duality is exactly what separates this world. It's actually the root of separation. So we're used to like 2 probabilities, good or bad, yes or no. It will work out or not. We need to step outside of that dualistic kind of way of thinking. I love you, Erin. Sending you love. Oh my God, Siren Hecate. I am so upset because like I've been trying to connect with you, and I see you doing attunements, and I see your space. Like I saw you on the feed because you know I'm blocked and I'm on Mike's profile, but I did see you like yesterday or something, and you were doing so amazing, and I'm just so proud of you and your energy and your mission and the work that you're doing. You couldn't understand the love that I hold for every person in this consciousness group. It's just amazing. You know that I take it upon myself to sort of take care of everyone and look after everyone behind the scenes. I use my site so that I can support myself, so that I can do a greater mission with our consciousness group, and it's pretty amazing. You're doing so amazing. And you know that you're going to create your future. We live in a manifest reality. It's something that I have to remind people of while I'm helping guide them through their own Akashic journeys individually. And it's pretty amazing. I've done a lot of work with her, and I just know that you are meant for greatness. Like just keep on doing this. Just stick with it. It took me a while to build my site. It took me a lot of work, and just planting those seeds every day. And that's what we're doing. Keep planting seeds for your work. And trust me, they are going to grow in crazy ways. So you're doing amazing. I'm so proud of you. If anyone needs me because I'm banned, you guys have to Facebook message me on this business page. My real page is completely dead, as you know. Oh, love you too, Grazia. Colette Forgo, you're having scary dreams. Those are not scary dreams. You're being astral attacked. Sorry. The best thing that you can do for that is to white light yourself before you go to sleep. You're not understanding that we need spiritual protection sometimes in these places that we tend to manifest. White light yourself before you go to bed. I tell people if your children are having nightmares, especially children, they're very spiritually susceptible. Make sure that you're having them sleep with crystals. I was just healing Chandre's children, and they were being attacked through the astral. That's why they were sent to me. I am a powerful shield. So her child was like bedwetting and having very scary experiences. The best thing that you could do for like a kid or even an adult that's having scary dreams, how about those are real experiences? Having experiences like that, or you could go ahead and maybe grid your bed or your room with crystals, sleep with crystals around you, white light, protect yourself before you're going to sleep. I can't begin to tell you how adept I am in extraterrestrial contact and things like that. Because of my work, the amount of stories I've heard and actual experiences people will come tell me. And I'm going to tell you there's very real scientific proof to show that in some of these government abduction cases where the government would abduct humans with extraterrestrials for research, people would pray and it would protect them in crazy ways. And I've seen that also with entities. Make sure you're white lighting before you go to sleep. And these are real experiences. I actually use the dream realms to access timelines, information, and all sorts of things. So I know you think that you're just dreaming. I look at it like this is a school that we go to, like if you're going to 9 to 5 school, and the dream realm is where we go home. And this realm is supposed to be just like the dream realm, where we can manifest instantly, create anything. It's just the way we are indoctrinated that keeps us enslaved in different ways here.
That's got a wrong.
I love it. Bonnie, I'm gonna try to wrap it up real quick. But I like the energy on here. It feels real amazing. I get like an energy high when I'm channeling energy that I doubt people could understand. Bonnie, you're going to wake up to many layers of illusion. The problem is people are teaching awakening, right? That I had an awakening, I'm awake. Let's go wake everyone else up. To me, that was just a layer of magic wearing off, maybe MK Ultra. We never woke up. There is no creator that will put us to sleep in this realm. To me. Like, it just won't happen. I look at it more like layers of magic that are going to wear off. And I know people think that they're awake, and then they stop seeking, and that's the problem with this fourth dimensional kind of trap we're in. We're going to go through many levels of lucidity. The veils they talk about lifting and thinning on this planet are actually more like layers of ego. So a veil will be a layer of ego. So if you talk about the veils thinning or being removed, you're talking about your ego being stripped away on every level. So as you're doing that process, you're going to continue to come to lucidity. You're going to continue to expand your consciousness and come to higher states of it. It's not going to be like a singular awakening moment like people are teaching. I mean, I can tell you I was definitely awake. You guys have been watching my videos a minute probably. And then how come 4 months ago I had a new awakening? Or you could call it like I just suddenly was awake and awoke again 3 more times. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, we're not going to keep waking up and waking up. So it's more like you're coming to lucidity and you're going to go through different layers of these ego veils. 5:55, nice sync. Hey Brittany, I'm getting back to you. Let's see where I'm at. I'm going to do a couple more. Susan Arnett, why am I moving states or countries? I am going across and I am a grid worker, but I hold a very important part in the consciousness grid with what I do for a job and with my own abilities. So, I don't know, 6 months ago, I'm living in my house. Yeah, 6 months ago, I'm living in my house. And, you know, I'm doing amazing, but I'm going to tell you, my work started to feel very repetitive. Like these videos, and I love my job. I love attuning people and doing activations. Don't get me wrong. But it started to feel very repetitive. And, I mean, everyone is always asking me, do I have any questions I want answered? I'm always answering everyone's questions all day long, and I love it. And I never would. Like, people will be like, do you have anything to ask? And I just didn't. So for 3 years, I had all the readers saying, do you have anything to ask? And I never did. And then I had said I had to think about it. So I thought about it. What kind of questions would you ask if you had a question? I just realized maybe we're not asking the right questions. So I have a very good understanding of the body, of the chakras, of our energy fields, and I started to understand the natures of reality. And I thought we could be assisting on different levels. I thought we could be assisting in bigger ways than we are. So I had some questions, and I was sent on this seeking. And I was definitely given the answers. First, I drove 5,500 miles across the country to California with my friend. And I stayed there a few months, and I had to go do very, very intense spiritual training there to get ready for the United Kingdom. And I had to go see a lot of the ley line points on that side of the country. Our consciousness grid has been hijacked for a very long time. You'll notice a trend that there's a lot of military bases and negative facilities along these points. That's why there's like military bases in these small places like Guam where there's nothing there. And I had to actually come access these energy points. As an energy worker, I'm channeling energy all day long. I'm channeling energy to you now. And I have to be around certain frequency energy. So I had to be able to understand these things because as a matrix hacker, I am able to implement change on bigger levels through these things. So I am now like at a place where I can easier access these ley line energetic points for what I'm trying to do here. So I'm on a mission that I doubt people could really understand from just watching my videos. The universe has decided this is where I need to be, and you have to remember that at any given moment we're exactly where we should be at all times. There is nothing random. Like I said, we contracted for every experience. I don't know, but I'm really grateful for these lessons. I look at it like I was in this crazy training program in California, and I still have several of our soul group in that same training program. Like I'm here and they're still there. And I'm going to tell you, it was so hard to go through. But you're going to leave these programs with such knowledge. So I was being trained in California for my mission, as are a few of my Reiki students still. I don't know if you're waiting for someone to save you still, or, you know, a messiah or space friends to land or whatever it is, but at some point we have to take conscious control of our lives and to understand that we've created every experience, good or bad, with our vibrational frequency and the things going on with our energy. And if we don't like things, we can heal and transform and change everything about it. Take control of your life. Take more conscious control. I don't know, I've been on a divine mission for 3 years now. It's not something I would ever question. Like at the beginning of my mission, I was activated, woken up, and asked if I wanted to serve for humanity. And I made that choice in the blink of an eye. And 3 years later, I was again asked if I wanted to renegotiate my contracts and if I was okay with once again setting aside everything about myself for the good of all. And once again, I did it in a blink of an eye. You can't just do your mission for 3 years following this conscious energy that I'm able to read and communicate with, and then suddenly decide, what, I'm going to quit my mission. I don't have it in me to travel. So this is an energy that I'm going to continue to follow without a question. Catherine, amazing to see you too. Work on your base chakra, work on grounding. Hopefully I have a really grounding energy for you guys. I did a nice little meditation with some crystals this morning, was trying to ground because I have a lot going on and a lot of things to think about and choices to make. Let go of fear. I tell everyone, as grounded as we try to be, it can be really hard with such uncertainty for humanity. I am someone who accesses many timelines, past or present, and or future, and I'm always telling people that we came back to change a future that we created that was very destructive, and we should all be aware of that on a spiritual level, even if we're not consciously. So how could we be secure when humanity is at a threat to become extinct by actions that we created in the future? So this is a very perilous time for people, whether they realize it or not. We're on a crazy countdown for humanity, and it can be very hard to stay and be grounded because there's so much illusion. I mean, we can only delude ourselves so much. Let's see who else I have. Tabitha Potts, amazing for the share. If you guys win the activation, I come find you. Sacral. And I knew someone would get this. I had to work with some orange stones today. It seems to be a trend because you have to understand that is the space your chi or pranic energy or your life force energy originates from. So since there's energetic manipulation going on, clearly that's going to be the most targeted sacral. We see a lot of diabetes. That would be a sacral chakra issue. We see a lot of these type of diseases that are influential, kidney issues, things like that. So we see a lot of effects happening. Work on your sacral chakra. I have a really good energy on here. Brianna Jade, amazing to see you. It's been a minute, right? Why don't you come mod a couple of my groups for me? Why don't you business page message me? You're always deactivating your account. I'm always blocked. It's been 4 months since I've been on. Why don't you business page message me and you can come back and mod some of my groups? Accelerated motion. Things are going to happen crazy. You guys are at a calm in the storm. And like I said, Monday, there's going to be this crazy energy that's going to hit this planet. And it's going to be over the top. I can't wait. And the best thing you guys can do to navigate these energies is to remain calm, zened out. And we have to understand that the natures of reality are here to shape us into who we are in the future. And if you could see the spiritual evolution of humanity and our higher selves and where our soul levels end up, it's really beautiful. So I know that we have to spend time in a lot of places of darkness. Humanity is about to step into the light. Just making sure I didn't miss anyone. Oh, good. Angela March. See, I couldn't have got off yet. Oh my God, Angela, I'm loving your content. You get the same card every time I ever draw cards anyway, that you hate authority, blah, blah, blah. You're an indigo system buster. Okay, great. How about we evolve out of that? How about we understand that a lot of us came here as indigos, myself included. I came here as a system buster, and unfortunately I learned valuable lessons with trying to fight these systems. That is not the way. It never will be. How about if we evolve past these notions and transcend and ascend into the rainbow light bodies we were originally meant to be? And it's pretty amazing. So let's try to step outside those indigo warrior tendencies and more into the future, which is an evolved state of peace. And you should be sleeping. Yeah, she's like, I gotta go. Oh my God, listen, Lisa, I'm reading your comment. Summer Stolas. Yes, I want to go with you guys to Stonehenge in June, at the end of June. That would be amazing. Let me know. Oh my God, yes. I'm definitely trying to hook up with our UK soul family over here. Trisha, amazing. I gotta go though. You'll be my last card. Okay. You're here for a deeper truth, as you know, and you know what? I've realized I know you so much more deeply after just even coming to the UK and understanding the people here, and now I understand the throat chakra problems, and that's amazing because I just said we're working on our throat chakra this week. It's a perfect energy with Gemini. It's all about communication, and you guys might have amazing heart chakra frequencies, but there's going to be a lack then of another chakra. So while California is amazing, you know, at grounding and with the root chakra, they're going to have a difficulty with other chakras, maybe the higher ones. So I see why the people in these regions are always working on their throat chakras. It has less to do with the truth and more being out of alignment with your higher self. So there's a lot of ego veils in place in these areas, more than the US, I believe. I think people are really wrapped up in these roles, in money, whatever it is, governments, these little games they play, and people are not honoring their higher self. So people think that, you know, not speaking the truth blocks your throat chakra. While that's true, not being in alignment with who your higher self is also does. You're a healer. You're a light worker. And anything not in vibrational alignment with that is going to be affecting your throat chakra. We're trying to get back to who we are. We're trying to get more and more authentic. Remember that. I'm going to let you guys go on that note, but you guys can go ahead and set up a reading, an activation, or attunement. Most of you guys are here because you're supposed to be doing energy healing classes. Check them out on my site, and I'll be back tomorrow. Love and light.